flow. That was something that's been on my mind for quite a while. And I think that it's going to prove true if we keep going the way we're going. And basically here it is. I think, I almost know that we are going to pay for technology with our freedom. As a species of humans, we are, as a species, we're just really young, really immature. I think if you looked at it at the span of humans as a whole, to where we are now, I think we would equate to, freshmen in high school. The point being from that is that we are just not responsible enough as people to have technology. So, I know the Amish might be onto something. It's really easy to appreciate the things, technology has brought, beginning from the light bulb and, refrigerators and all that stuff's great. And then, you got your phones and your TVs, and then, you got your medical equipment and all that stuff, and it's cool. But a lot of things that are made for one reason can be applied for other reasons. And, that's what we have to be careful for. What really sparked this video, or what made me want to do this video, is that, there's the Christmas Day bomber or whatever from Nigeria, and now it's Amsterdam. They went and put in a full body scan thing at the airport. But now it's like, I just saw in the news or whatever that 19 airports have them in the USA now. And you might think, who cares? It's not a big deal. Well, maybe it's not a big deal now. But one thing we have to look out for with technology is that once it gets so far, it's going to leave us behind, and we're not going to be able to keep up. It starts out as something simple, like a little body scan in the airport here and there. But before you know it, the technology progresses. It gets better, as it always does. And before you know it, they won't need these two big walls for somebody to stand in between and be scanned. Soon cops will have it. They'll have a little scan gun. And they'll scan your house. They'll scan your car. They'll scan you as you walk down the street. And if you don't think things like that are possible, you're either stupid or naive. Another thing people are really loving this technology, this OnStar thing. It's like, oh, it's so fucking great, dude. You can tell me where I'm at all times, and, and if I get into an accident or something, let's call the police for me, and, it can shut my car down, and, if someone's stealing my car or whatever. And once again, it can be that's used for one thing, they say it's used for one thing, but after time, and it's all standard, then the police will start using it. Then the FBI will start using it. Or vice versa. Whatever. But that's my whole point. The whole point is, it'll get to the point where we are not going to be able to do anything. We're not going to be able to do nothing without everybody knowing about it. The technology will get so good that you'll walk out your door, and anywhere there's a street sign or street light, you're going to be scanned. Your car will be scanned everywhere you go. And some people might say, well, what's the big deal? I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm not doing nothing wrong. That's not the point. We're guaranteed rights. That's the point. It's not to hide anything. And you know what? We all have something to hide, and it's one thing, and we all call it the same thing. It's called privacy. We want to hide our privacy. We want to hide the things we do, things we carry, You know, illegal or not, it ain't nobody's damn business. Alright, and just because it's not illegal doesn't mean you should want to share it with everybody. So I don't, a lot of examples of things like that going on. Already we're being tracked by our phones. We're being tracked with our OnStars on our car. These body scans is going to start at airports, and just it'll escalate. It'll go to train stations. It'll go to bus stations when technology gets better, and then eventually it'll move to where people, officers in America will be using these things. I don't want to present a big problem without offering a solution, so I'm gonna offer it, and no one's gonna want to hear it, of course. But you know what we have to do, and I understand the hypocrisy of me using technology to spread this message, but we gotta start inching towards not using this stuff. We really do. We really should. We really gotta stop. We should get rid of TV. Number one, throw that sucker out the door. The cars, all that stuff, it should go. Even electricity and stuff. There's much damage to this earth it caused to use electricity. We just shouldn't use it. But it's hard, and it's not something we can do overnight. We just can't go right back to living like the Indians, and living in harmony with nature. But it's something we have to step towards. We should all really start inching towards our past. Because we cannot go on like this. We can't. If you really think about it, and you think about how much shit is going on right now, and all the problems we have right now, and there's just going to be more people equals more problems, and we're just consuming. It cannot last. It will. It's like a fucking cancer, eating ourselves. Literally killing ourselves. I would suggest that if it's plastic, don't buy it. Has to plug it in, don't buy it. It's pretty simple as that. Now I'm just gonna wrap it up with that. But technology, we will pay for it with our freedom. I guarantee you. And unless we start inching away from all stuff, stop using that stuff. For example, I don't buy shit. I barely buy anything. If I do buy something, I go to Goodwill or something. I'll buy secondhand stuff if it's necessary. I just go into a store and buying something from Kmart or Walmart or something. I totally try to avoid that as much as possible. Smart thing to do. So, anyways, look into more natural living, green living. We gotta do something. We really do.